What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Just doing a bit of a Q&A about motorcycle related questions. I put up on my story the other day just asking for some questions because I'm going to do a YouTube video, and I got a decent amount of questions. So yeah, I'll go through them. Just motorcycle related questions about my riding experience and other bike questions in general. So we'll go through them. So first two questions. What is my dream bike and how many years I've been riding for? So dream bike, probably like a S1000, the new S1000 RR is pretty sick. Although my favorite is a black what generation? Gen 3. I might pop up a photo real quick. Black Gen 3 S1000 RR. Lovely. I love the headlights, looks so sick. That or R1 cross plane, just awesome. Can't get enough of it. So sick bikes. And how long I've been riding for? I've been riding for 2 years now, just over 2 years. Got my license back in 21, and then yeah, I've been dailying a motorcycle pretty much for 2 years now. Wanting to upgrade from a CBR 500 or CBR 500, but still on Lamb's license. What do you suggest? There's a couple really good options out there. Firstly, I would say a MT07, if you're, depending on what you're looking for, like a naked class bike or a sport class bike, like super sport, or not, yeah, kind of super sport. I'd probably say MT07 or an R7. CB2 motors are awesome. They make good power, good torque mainly. It's all really usable power, and that's like the main takeaway for Lamb's bikes is just usable power. I'd say like a lot of the 600 and 650s make really good usable power. But yeah, MT07 R7 Triumph Street Triple is another Lamb's bike, which the 660, which is in my opinion really slept on. Yeah, I've seen multiple examples of dyno figures that make high 90s horsepower, which is insane for a Lamb's bike. But yeah, flash tune, and like these things move. What have you got in your mouth there, mate? They're rockets, and I've been really fortunate enough to ride a handful of street triples, and they are awesome bikes. Like, so much fun, and that's a naked class bike, so it's super comfortable. Riding position's great. Yeah, definitely something I'd recommend. They are a bit pricey just for Triumph, but some other examples, a CBR or a CB 650R, they're great platforms. I've ridden both, CB a couple of years ago, or a year ago, sorry, and CBR, yeah, a little while ago. Awesome bike. 4 cylinders, they make, yeah, good power after a de-restrict, but even stock they're not too bad. I think they come with heated grips as well. Little creature comfort there. I think I've ridden a CBR with heated grips. I don't know if it was aftermarket or stock. You have to let me know in the comments below. But yeah, great bike, lots of fun, and it's not too aggressive, unlike the R7. That's more of your aggressive sport bike for the Lambs market anyway. And if you're a bit confused when I'm saying the term Lambs, that means learner approved motorcycle. For the Euro people, that's like your A1, A2 kind of license. I'm not too sure which one it is, but it's just a formal license that you have to do before you can upgrade to what we call like our license in Queensland anyway, but like your open motorcycle license in Australia, where you can ride whatever bike you want. But yeah, depending on the states here, you can ride certain bikes. It's all different, and yeah, it's pretty confusing. But at the moment for me, I'm still on my Lamb's license, so I can only ride up to like a 650cc, and that doesn't include the 4-cylinder super sports like 636, 600 RR, R6, etc. But yeah, those are great learner bikes. Highly recommend them. We'll jump on to the next question in a second. Best and worst things about riding a motorcycle. This is one example. What are the timing? Sorry. Yeah, pros and cons obviously about riding motorcycles. One that every single motorcycle rider can name off the top of their head is rain. There's a bit of a pain when you're riding. Light rain, not too bad, but heavy rain, not great. Obviously, if you dress for the ride and not the slide, it's not too bad. yeah, riding in the rain isn't horrible. Like it can be pretty bad, but overall it's not too bad. As long as it's not storming, then that's when it becomes a bit more of a problem. But riding in the rain is not horrible. Also riding in the sun, summer here gets pretty hot, like the humidity as well, so it's a bit gross to ride in, but it's doable as long as, yeah, you ride for the occasion. It's not too bad riding in the rain. Good thing about riding, something that I enjoy, is the bike scene. That's one of the things. Obviously riding in general is just heaps of fun. I really enjoy it, but the bike scene is just like, especially here in my city, it's really good. I really enjoy it. Great people, met some awesome mates through motorcycles, people that, yeah, I've known for over a year now just through riding. And if you're unsure about like how to get into the scene more, get more involved, and like make new friends, they're just getting out and going on group rides. Like it's a bit daunting, but you just got to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and start talking to people, asking questions. Like we're all at meets and stuff for the same reason, just to ride and be a part of like a group. But once you start actually like talking, like go up and ask about someone's bike, like everyone's, especially new riders, people are very willing to help you out and give you some guidance about like good tips, directions, what to do, what not to do, etc. Sorry. Like, yeah, very good. Like I've really enjoyed the bike scene for that. It's great. And yeah, obviously met some great friends, people that I still ride with now. And then yeah, even just bumping into random people just popping up out of nowhere that I hadn't ridden with in like 6+ months. It's pretty crazy, but it's, yeah, all just these like connections that you make through the bike scene, which is awesome. Also obviously riding in general, it's heaps of fun. I love it. Like it's good fun. Exploring, riding on 2 wheels. Yeah, it's good fun. Really enjoy it. There's a cheeky copper dog. Yeah, keeping our roads safe. In your opinion, what's a good beginner bike? There's plenty of good bikes, but this question is a little bit tricky just because it kind of depends on past riding experience, whether you've like grown up riding dirt bikes, if you haven't touched a motorcycle at all. It's very dependent and situational on like your experience. Like for me, I've grown up riding dirt bikes like once a year for Christmas and stuff, but even that was enough experience for me to jump straight on a motorbike and just like pick it up as if it was nothing, which I'm pretty fortunate about. So like for me, the learning curve wasn't too steep, but for other people it might be worse. It's, yeah, again, depends on how much experience you have, but overall, like regardless of your experience or not, I would say start on like a 300 or 400, even a 500. Very approachable bikes to ride. I personally started on a 300, a CBR 300. Just even though I had experience, I was more inclined just to start on something small, something that I could learn on, and you learn a lot of good habits. Well, it's important to, but try and learn good habits, I guess I should say. Like I put 10,000 plus Ks on my first bike. I had that for like 6 months, maybe even a bit less actually, and yeah, I learned heaps of good stuff about riding, and they are very forgiving, smaller bikes. You can, yeah, have heaps of fun, and if you do make a mistake, like it's not going to be as costly as if you jump on an R6 or an R1 and then send a corner, and with the little experience and the immense amount of speed that you might be carrying, they are not as forgiving. So I would lean towards more of a smaller bike. But if you do have experience riding, well, that's a Liberty Walk A90 Supra or a Z4 BMW for those people that want to have a bit of a laugh. Yeah, Liberty Walk's pretty rare, I'm not gonna lie. I know who owns that though, but giveaway company. Pretty sick car though. And there's their oh, what the heck, that's their R35 Liberty Walk kit as well. That's what are the chances? They must have been at an event today. But yeah, what was I saying? If you've got riding experience, definitely look up, depending on what state you're from, what you can and can't ride. When I say smaller 600s, I mean like a 650, like a Ninja 650, R7 MT07, yeah, CBR 650R, CB 650Rs, those kind of bikes that I mentioned earlier. Those bikes are good bikes to start on. They're fast, but not stupid fast. Depending, I think in the States they're like a lot faster than they are here, just because they're all like restricted in the Australian market anyway. Whereas, like, yeah, if you go to the States, they're going to be high output versions. But yeah, those are good bikes. You can be all the American squids and jump on 600s and just learn the bike, which is brave, but even still, with like my limited experience of riding bigger bikes, it's pretty sketchy. They are stupid fast, but I have heard examples of people that I know and people that I've met recently as well that have gone, yeah, I did my land's license on an R3 or like a 300, and then they've been like, oh yeah, when I upgraded my license, I just jumped straight into an R1, or I heard a guy that jumped onto a Gixxer now. It's like, that's pretty it's pretty bold of you, but I mean, it's doable. Like, you can, and they've all, I mean, pretty much all of them been like, yeah, I'm still like learning the bike, I'm pretty like timid of it, which is like, it's fair enough, it's a fair thing to say, but that's, in my opinion, not what you want to be doing with motorcycles, because they are very dangerous. Kind of want to be taking it easy, and like working up. Like, for me, my mindset towards it all is just like, I'm going to be riding for a long time, so I'm going to start on a smaller bike, work up, get like a 600 Super Sport, and then, you know, eventually if I really want to get 1,000, but just climb through the ranks, and that all comes, like, I'm learning more, gaining more experience on those bigger bikes, which I think is pretty important, which I think a lot of people don't think about too much. They're just like, especially here, where they're like, oh, I've been stuck on a small bike for 2 years or however long, I just want to get on a leader bike. And it's like, sure, but you can't really ride that to its potential, let alone have like the confidence and experience to ride like that. So yeah, yeah, it's like, it's kind of it's up to you again. End of the day, it's your decision, so choose wisely. But personally, I would love to get on 1,000, and I'm sure I could pick one up pretty quickly, but you know, still just want to learn and work up through the bikes, because yeah, big power differences between 600s and 1000s naturally, and especially a big power jump from, you know, a learner or LAM's license to, you know, your full open motorcycle license. So choose wisely. But yeah, just filling up real quick because the old MT's a little thirsty. Planning to keep the MT or move to a leader bike. I kind of touched on this as well before. I am leaning more towards a 600 Super Sport, so like an R6 or a Daytona. I think that's a pretty good option. Daytona, 3-cylinder 600, 3-cylinder 600. But then again, yeah, still looking around, weighing up my options. An MT09 as well would be pretty sweet, just because like naked bike, comfortable for commuting and stuff. But just got to test them out and see how I go with those, because yeah, there's plenty of good options for R bikes, but I don't want to, and I don't think that I'll get a leader bike come the time when I can get a new bike, just because a bit unrealistic in my opinion, just for commuting and like daily riding. Like, unless it's on the highway each day, you can open it up a little bit more, have a little bit more fun, but then obviously there's more risk involved with that, which I'm not really prepared to take, just because, like, you know, twist of the throttle and you're in license lost territory very quickly, which is not too appealing naturally. So yeah, as fun as they would be, bit hairy going. Yeah, this is no who owns this as well. This is pretty sick. I do like my cars as well, if you can't tell. But motorcycles, number one. What got me into motorcycles? That's a great question actually, because if you can tell, I was more into cars. When I was growing up and stuff, I was more like, I want to get a car. But as I like graduated, yeah, like it wasn't really viable for me. Finishing school, I was like, I want to get a car, but that's when prices just went through the roof. And then I was like, what's my next best option? And that was a motorbike. I've grown up, as I mentioned earlier, I've grown up riding motorbikes, so it's nothing out of the ordinary for me. Yeah, I've always loved motorcycles, like growing up riding dirt bikes. Not heaps, but enough to be pretty confident, like when I got my license, to keep on riding and like pick it up very, very easily. So, which I'm fortunate about. Like, I call myself like a relatively quick learner. Situational, but more or less. Watching YouTube, other big creators, you know, seeing like guys in the States just ride like super sports like crazy. Very appealing. But yeah, that was like my main bike that I wanted to get when I got my license. Like, oh, I want a super sport, like I want a sport bike, it's so cool. And then yeah, couldn't really get one with the license. There they are. Yeah, pretty mad. Yeah, couldn't really get one with the license that I was on. And the closest thing to a sport bike was going to be a R7, but they weren't even out yet when I was looking to upgrade. And then even I could have waited like maybe 3, 4, 5 months for one, but the demand, which I expected and I saw, was just crazy. Everyone wanted them. They sold out. They were like so hard to get. Like, I had a friend that was getting one, just got one, because they're pretty tricky. But yeah, fortunate enough to have ridden them, and they are awesome bikes, and I'm sure I would have like enjoyed it heaps. I wasn't huge into the MotoGP either. I watch it every now and again and highlights and stuff, but yeah, more just like growing up riding and then seeing other content creators, influencers and stuff ride, and I was like, yeah, this is sick. I want to be a part of this any way I can. And lo and behold, I'm here riding a motorcycle, talking about how, you know, you should get into motorcycles, how much fun they are, and yeah, go get yourself a motorbike if you haven't already. I might have to actually, I don't know if I could probably make like a full video about getting a bike and what's involved and stuff, but it's a bit tricky. And yeah, I don't know, maybe one day. If you want me to make a video about why you should get a motorcycle, link below. I can talk again about good bikes to get, whatnot. But yeah, let me know if I should make a video like that. But yeah, that's pretty much. I might have missed a couple, and for those people that did send in questions, I do apologize. Kind of wanted to keep this more to the point. But yeah, I might have rambled on a little bit there with this absolute weapon. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate people coming in. If you're a first time viewer, thanks for watching if you made it this far. But yeah, get a motorcycle if you haven't already. Jump on, have some fun, make some friends, go ride with those friends, and then yeah, have a blast. I had to do that, sorry, I had to do that. I had no choice. If you got some more questions that I didn't answer in this video, I'm more than happy to do a part 2, for sure. Let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. My link tree's in the description, so if you want to see more of me, more content, I post a decent amount of reels on Instagram. There's some cool stuff, go check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up. So yeah, just for watching. Appreciate all the support. Again, I'm trying to push more YouTube videos, so if you like them, let me know. Smash the like. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Cringe. YouTube out. it is what it is. Thanks for watching.